Hi JJ. So the first question, in the figure at the right, line AB is parallel to line CD. So you have two lines that are parallel to each other, and you have this triangle in the middle. And this one's line AB, and this one's line CD. So these lines are parallel to each other. This line is basically just a line that intersects the parallel line. So there's a bunch of different things that parallel lines tell us, and one is that this angle is equal to this angle. So when you have two parallel lines and you have a line that intersects those two lines, these opposite angles right here are equal to each other. So if we go back over here to our picture that we started with, this angle is 8x, and its opposite angle is 5x plus 15. So, and what do we know about parallel lines? When parallel lines have a line that intersects them, the opposite angles are equal to each other. So we can say 8x equals this angle, which is 5x plus 15. So then we just have an equation that we can solve. So we subtract 5x from both sides so that we can get all of our x's on one side of the equation. So that is 3x equals 15. Then we have to get the x all by itself. So we divide each side by 3. So x equals 15 divided by 3, which is 5. But that's just our x. And what it's asking for is the angle ACD. ACD. So that's this angle right here, which is 8x. So angle ACD equals 8x, which is 8 times 5, which is 40. So angle ACD is 40 degrees. And that's the first question. Now for the second question. Let me erase all this stuff off the screen. Okay, second question. In the figure at the right, line NP is perpendicular to line PM. So you have a line, and you have a line that's perpendicular to it. And perpendicular means what? That it forms 90-degree angles with this line. So this angle right here is 90 degrees. So, and this is also a triangle. So it's line NM and line PM. Oh, that's down at that place. And it's telling us this angle right here is 24x. So this one's a little bit more challenging because it doesn't give us the exact angle that we need. But what we know is that this is a straight line, and we know this angle for, for that line. So if this is a straight line, there's how many angles in a straight line? Or how many degrees? 180. We know that this angle is 24x, and we need to get this angle. So if there's 180 degrees total and this one's 24x, then we can take 180 minus 24x equals whatever this angle is. So we'll just pick y for this angle. We don't know what it is. It has to have a variable. So we'll say 180 minus 24x equals y. So that gives us one equation. And we know that this angle up here is 9x. So, the other thing that we know about triangles is that all of the angles in a triangle add up to 180 degrees. Oh, actually, this is wrong. This should be 180 degrees equals 24x plus y. Because if you add this angle with this angle, you should get 180 degrees for this straight line. So, for the triangle, they also add up to 180 degrees. So we can put 180 equals, then we have to add all the angles. So equals 90 plus 9x plus y. So the first thing we need to do is group up the like terms. And the first equation, they're already pretty grouped. But the second equation, we have a 90 over here. So let's subtract 90 from both sides so that we get 90 equals 9x plus y. Let me just move this down so I have more room. So now we have 90 equals 9x plus y, and the second equation is 180 equals 24x plus y. So this is solving a system of equations. So the easiest way for me to get rid of something so that I can solve is to multiply one of these equations by -1. Since they both have y's in them. Or they both only have one y. So if I multiply this bottom equation all the way through by -1, let me just rewrite the top equation so that it's easier to add or subtract. So, -1 times 180 is -180. -1 times 24 is -24x. -1 times y is -y. So now we can add these equations together. 90 plus -180 is -90. 24, or -24 plus 9 is, what is that, 15? -15. And y minus y is nothing, so we can leave that out. So, what we need to do is divide both sides by -15. So that we can get the x by itself. So over here it cancels out and you have an x. Over here, 90 divided by 15 is 6. So now we know that our x is 6. Let me just go back up here so I can see what it is that we need. So we want angle MNP. So we want, okay, so we want angle MNP, which is this angle. So it's 9x. Angle MNP equals 9x, which equals 9 times 6, which equals 54. So that's your second one. Okay, so that is both of your questions. If you have any questions about it, give me a call and I can try to explain it better. The only thing you might have problems with is this system of equations, working those. I think they do those differently now than they did when I was in school, but I mean this is the answer. So whatever way you were taught to work them, you can work them however way you were taught to work them, but this is how you set up the problem so that way you can work it however you need to. Okay, love you. Bye.